What's up guys, Lou here, back with another video, and today we are back on the iPhone 7 topic. More specifically, the iPhone 7 Plus. As you'll notice in front of me, shout out to B-Sound, the company in China that developed this mock-up and sent it to me exclusively. I have what I believe is the first accurate mock-up of the upcoming iPhone 7 Plus. Now, it was rumored to be called the Pro. Many think now it's going to be called the Plus, but this is the model that a lot of people are paying attention to because, as you'll notice, there are some key differences between this one and the previous version. First, and most obviously, the color. This thing has this kind of bluish, purplish tone to it. A very unusual color for Apple. It doesn't exist anywhere else in the product line. Personally, I think it would be really cool to see an iPhone in this shade. Two cameras, as you'll notice right there, this camera hump, which, believe it or not, is a little bit higher up than the previous version. Here's a regular iPhone 6S Plus. So you know the camera is substantially different, a dual lens system. If you've got this much bigger lump, what's it gonna mean for laying it flat? On the 6S Plus, when I touch the top left corner, I get a little bit of movement, but on the new one, it's quite a bit more. Chances are that camera is going to be substantially better. Of course, it'll have the versatility of the dual lens system and how they choose to implement that. You can now notice this antenna layout and how it has changed. Previously, you have these lines that come across the phone, but on the 7 Plus mock-up, it goes around the outside. The font is also different here. It looks to be thinned out, the iPhone font. Now at the bottom, this again is where things get a little bit spicy. Now these docking contact points, as we're assuming they will be, are probably going to interface with other accessories as well. Maybe wireless charging, maybe a keyboard dock, who really knows? Maybe a modular camera attachment if you wanna let your imagination flow. One thing that was rumored, which isn't represented on this mock-up, is this sensor at the very top moving into the earpiece. In this particular case, it's still above like it was on the previous version. On the side here, similar layout, volume rocker up and down, the hold switch. Now some people thought that was going to be subtracted. I think it might still be there, at least in the case of this mock-up it is. And then on the other side, really familiar stuff, your power switch as well as your SIM card tray. Now when I was holding these two devices, I noticed that the mock-up felt a little bit thinner. So I do have some digital calipers here to test that theory. Let's see here. So here is the iPhone 6S Plus. I'm getting a reading of 7.18. The 7 Plus mock-up, 7.14. So maybe it's a tiny bit thinner. If it is, it's insignificant and it could possibly just be a discrepancy in the tool. The most controversial topic, the bottom. On the 6S Plus, you have a headphone jack. And in the case of the mock-up, that's been removed. As expected, as rumored, there's no longer a headphone jack on your next iPhone. You're gonna have to live with it. You'll either have to use some kind of dongle or potentially wireless earphones. You do have two speaker grills. Is that some kind of consolation? Hopefully. There you have it. iPhone 7 Plus mock-up dual lens system. This really cool contact point at the bottom, potentially for accessories. Let me know down in the comments, would you pick up an iPhone in this kind of blue, or which color would you choose yourself? If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for upcoming videos on the iPhone 7 as information becomes available, and maybe I get my hands on some other exclusive stuff like this iPhone 7 mock-up. Thanks for watching. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and I'll catch you on the next episode.